An easy way for you to make more money in your business is for people to pay you more money. And an easy way to not make more money in your business is for people not to pay you money. And the way you get people to pay you more money is by speaking to more people. If you're not currently closing enough deals and are using Go High Level, here are 3 tools that you can implement in your business today that will increase your close rate. Number 2 is a disgusting little dirty hack, and it will help you tremendously, but just hear me out when we get there. And also, I'm just going to show you how to set them up as we go. So number 1 is super obvious, but it's text message automations. When someone books a call with you or inquires with you, they are the warmest they will ever be when it comes to using your service. We're distractible humans, right? As soon as something pops up, a text message, a notification, whatever it might be, we are going to be absolutely preoccupied with attention. It is very hard to bring people back into your sphere. So as soon as someone inquires, you want to get messaging them as soon as possible, if not calling. So this is how I set up text message automations for my clients when someone inquires and their goal is to get them on a call. So we're inside Go High Level, we're going into automations, and then we're going to pick a template from scratch, and we are going to click on start from scratch. Now, one of the easiest ways to take in leads is just filling out a form or a survey. We are going to be using a form as an example. So we're going to add in trigger, and we're going to search for form submitted, and we're going to select one of the example forms that I have here. And we're going to save trigger. Now you want to be notified immediately when you get a lead. So the first thing we're going to do is set an internal notification, and it's going to be an SMS. So you want to set your user type to particular user, and you're going to select yourself. In this instance, I'm just going to select all users. All you're going to say is new lead, and then you're going to put a custom value with their full name. So contact, full name, and their phone number. Now, although we're going to be using text message in this automation, it is always advised to call them as soon as you can as well, just to confirm. It also allows you to do a little bit of pre-qualification before your actual call. So the next thing we're going to do is send our prospect an SMS. We're just going to say, hey, then add in their first name. Just saw you inquired for coaching. Can't wait to work on your goals with you. You can book a call here. And then you would insert your custom value booking link. And if you don't know how to set that up, it's just in custom values in Go High Level, and then chat soon. So you're going to save that one. And what you're going to do, you are going to wait 30 minutes. So we need to wait 30 minutes, and you are going to say SMS, just a quick reminder. I noticed some of the slots are filling up right now. And then we are going to wait again and go 4 hours, save action, and we're going to send another SMS that says, yo, just a really quick one from me. I noticed in your application you had a few goals similar to previous clients of mine. I think I have a plan. Now, the goal of this is just to keep the automation feeling as human as possible. The reason why normal automated text messages from companies feel super spammy is because they make it look like a marketing message. This is just meant to be looking like a friend has messaged you a couple of reminders. Now, one thing to make sure you do is set a specific time where messages can actually send. You don't want to be messaging people in the middle of the night or whenever it is. So I usually go between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. Our second tool is using Go High Level surveys, but not in the way that everyone else uses them. We are going to build our survey with the contact details, which are normally at the start, at the very end. Now, this may seem like a waste of time, but hear me out. The reason why you put contact details at the very end is because it feels way less committal for the prospect when they're actually filling out the form. They start with questions about their goal. They start answering questions about themselves, and they're already in the flow of filling things out when they get to putting in their contact details. They are more likely to submit the form if they have completed questions before filling out their contact details. One of my clients, we reversed his form and we increased his booking rate by 50% over like a 3-day period simply from doing this. So the way we're going to go about setting it up is using surveys in Go High Level. So you're going to go sites, surveys, and then add survey. And the way I set up surveys is always one question at a time, never all the questions on one page. If they're all on one page, it feels super overwhelming and people are just going to click off it. So always one at a time. The way that you can do that is by clicking on these styles and options button on the right hand side, clicking on options, and then you're going to scroll down and you're going to click one question at a time. So now that we've done that, we're going to add our form. Now you want this to be detailed. You want people to actually share information about themselves when completing their application. It doesn't matter what your service is, you will have questions that will better help you satisfy that client's needs that you can ask before you jump on a call. Some examples in the fitness industry for this are talking about binge eating, talking about their current training program, talking about whether they have worked with a coach before, talking about whether or not they think they have a healthy relationship with food. Anything that will dive deeper into their actual problem will help you in the long run. So you've added these in. Say for example, these were our engaging questions, right? And then at the very end, we want full name, email, phone number. This just fell out of whack. So all of our questions at the start and then phone, email, and full name. I'm just gonna press save and show you what it looks like. So it's gonna say state, Toria, how would you rate us? Thumbs up. Your feedback, I would like lots of help. Security code 123. And this is where you start filling in your personal details, so phone and full name. The reason this will improve your close rate is because you're going to get more qualified leads as well. You are not missing out on people who simply fill out your form when it's name, email, and phone number just to get on the call and say, I can't afford it, or I'm not that serious, or I'm not ready to commit. It may feel like you're missing out, but you're really not. Number 3 is having a follow-up system in place when people say no. So adding a no sale to your pipeline. Every single time someone says no to you, you have 2 things that come of this. One, you can either downsell them, cross-sell them, or even upsell them, but it's hard to upsell them from there. Or 2, you can find out why they didn't buy and get feedback. So what you're going to do in your pipeline is add in a no sale stage, which will then reach out to them 2 days later after your booking, your appointment, your scheduled time, and it will ask them if the reason they didn't buy was X or Y. So X being, was it cost, or Y, was it something else? And if they reply to you and say, oh, it was something else, I have question XYZ, I just didn't feel comfortable asking it on the phone, you can then say, fantastic, I can answer that now for you, or we can jump on another call. Or X, if it's money, then you have the ability to downsell them.